An expert royal insider is declaring that, yes, indeed, Meghan Markle is separating from Prince Harry. What the deuce is going on, you guys? Well, make sure you subscribe to this channel and stay tuned for more details in this Daily Nerd starting right now. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the news and pop culture stories of the day that's pretty much got me eye, and oh my goodness, before I jump into all the juicy details with this video's topic, there is a little bit of housekeeping as always. Firstly, YouTube human reviewer, I see you lurking. I'm not going to say any trigger words or anything that's going to offend your ear holes. And to everyone else awesome enough to have clicked on this video, hey up, how y'all doing? If you've got some strong feelings about this one, and I bet you do, make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. Let's have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And, oh yeah. Well, let's jump into this one, shall we? So, the royal expert insider in question is none other than, yes, Angela Levin. And this is a report from skynews.com.au saying he's not in the family house anymore. Meghan Markle is absolutely separating from Prince Harry, who's in a hopeless situation. Now, why would she be saying that, in all honesty? Well, let's get into this. So, she's saying that Prince Harry is isolated and is being abandoned by his planner and plotter wife, Megxie, who is absolutely separating from him. Now, she is the author of Harry, a biography, and she told GB News host Dan Wooten that Prince Harry isn't even in the family house anymore. I did do a video on that earlier on this week. Do check it out. Apparently, he's literally got a permanent room at this like nearby exclusive hotel, country club, house, whatever you want to call it, right? You want more details? Check out my video from earlier on this week. But yeah, the cliff notes of this, apparently he's got a permanent room booked in the luxury San Vicente bungalows in West Hollywood, where he goes without Megxie. Ms. Levin said either she's shouting at him to get out or he can't take it and it's there. Well, yeah, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Yeah, it's got to be one of those kind of catalysts for him to go to his separate room elsewhere that's not in the house at Montecito, right? It's either she's screaming, get the heck out of the house, or he just really can't take it anymore and he needs to get out and get some space between him and Megxie Markle, allegedly, and all that malarkey, right? She says, I think if you have a row in your marriage, you perhaps might go into another room, which is what I said earlier on this week. Why go somewhere completely different that's separate, that's like miles away from house? I mean, the mansion in Montecito's big enough where she can be at one end and he can be at the other, and there's enough space between them. I mean, surely, right? Why would Hazard allegedly need a permanent room elsewhere that's not at the family home? She then further says, if you book a room permanently, that means you're going to use it a lot, so he's not in the family house anymore. Now, I don't agree with Dan Wooten, let's say, on the Amber the Turd situation, but this I do. I like it how he calls her the Duchess of Delusion. I like that. Duchess Delusion, that's just what I would call her, has been showing a notable lack of public support for her ginger whinger husband recently. Now, he does have a good point about this. He says, snubbing him a kiss at the basketball, failing to attend the coronation, and being absent from his book tour, not all appears well. Now, Angela Levin actually agrees with this, saying that Meghan has kept away when Harry has really needed her. Now, when the book came out, otherwise known as Spare, right, Hazard got absolutely pummeled, right, for a lot of the disclosures that he made in that book, a lot of which, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, were totally debunked, right? Where was Megxie? Where was her support? Where was her defense for her husband, right? Then, at that point, you've got the basketball situation. You've got the camera. They're aimed right at Hazza and Megxie. Hazza goes in for a kiss. She leans away. Like, dude, you're on the kiss cam. He's your husband. Kiss him, right? What the deuce? And then finally, the coronation. So why didn't she go? Now, I think it's a little bit more nuanced. I think it's more to do with, either way, she's still not supporting Hazza, right? She's letting him go to the wolves on his own on that one. But opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, she didn't go because A, she wasn't going to be part of the centre of the attention. Yeah, she wasn't even going to be in the front row. She wasn't going to be part of the procession. She wasn't going to be part of the balcony. She won't be able to wear a tiara, all that malarkey, right? And B, public would boo her to and back. You know what I mean? So she wasn't going to be the centre of attention. She was going to be heavily booed. The uber narcissist in her then turns round, video conspiracy theory, whatever, and says, I ain't going to the coronation. You're on your own, Hazza. Okay. Angela Levin turns around and says she's a careful planner and plotter, saying, my feeling is that Harry is actually doing something that's negative, that's upsetting, that will make him feel that he hasn't succeeded. And Meghan is going the other way, going around in gold, you know, that gold dress from last week in New York City that is very reminiscent to the colour of the Hertz logo. Oh my goodness, sponsored by Hertz, anyone? That one, yeah. Going to perhaps get a big part in a film and has a very good new agent. So she is absolutely separating from him. She hasn't been anywhere where he really needed her. And think about it, right? She did the Archetypes podcast, right? That was all on her own. She's done interviews upon interviews that have been all on her own, right? She signed up with WMA, William Morris Agency, all on her own, right? A lot of the projects that we've seen coming out of Montecito Royale has been Megxie on her own. The only two things that spring to mind where they've been together, where they've done a joint project together, okay, is the Oprah Winfrey interview, okay, and the Harry and Meghan mockumentary on Netflix. Now, I don't count Archewell freaking Charity as them doing something together, because in hindsight, if they're only dedicating 1 hour a week each to the Archewell Foundation, nah, they're not doing shiz as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. So I ain't going to be counting that. No way, no how, all right? But yeah, think about it. She's been branching out on her own. And guys, I don't know about you, but I've not realised it until now. She is absolutely separating from him, albeit publicly, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. And this whole debacle from last week with the New York alleged car chase, I think proves it to her even more, maybe, that her and Hazza together just maybe ain't working the way that she planned. Now, Angela Levin claims that Megxie is sailing on ahead and is making sure Harry is in a, quote, hopeless situation. In other words, like my thumbnail, Harry's screwed. Harry's screwed. Meghan's going to be in a position where she's going to turn around to him and say, I don't need you anymore. Harry's screwed. So that she can then get custody of Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. She then says he's got a mental health issue and he needs somebody there to prop him up, but she keeps away. So he's doing all the nasty stuff and she's sailing on ahead. And I think that's the beginning of the end of it for him. She's making sure that he's in a hopeless situation so that she can get the children. He's completely isolated, and yeah, he is completely isolated. He totally is, right? Apart from Megsy and the quote Hollywood famous friends that they have, who else has he got? Because I tell you something, the majority of the royal family, as far as I can tell, don't want anything to do with him whatsoever. Can't trust him as far as they could throw him. Think about it. Look at all the messages that he's put out in public that are supposed to be private. All the alleged confrontations and stories from behind the scenes that are supposed to be private that he put in his damn book. Where? Like, you can't trust him as far as you can throw him. So, because I really do believe this, when the time comes where Megsy pushes that button and goes for divorce from Hazza, yeah, he can run back to royal family all he wants, but I tell you this, for what it's worth, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, they'll then treat him like Prince Andrew. He'll go back into royal fold for sure, but he's going to be in a corner, tucked away. You know he's there, but you just don't take much notice of him. That, I believe, is what's going to end up happening. But you know what? Enough with my gob. It's now time for your gobs. If you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, there's going to be more. Do make sure you click on that subscribe button. Help us get to 100k so we can get that silver play button right there. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever on this one. Also, as well, if you've got some strong feelings about this topic, and I bet you do, you think Harry's screwed? I do. Then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. Let's have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.